Hello my cherries, and welcome to a brand new video on my channel. Today's video is a tutorial on how to make a GFX on mobile. This can be used for your profile picture, like on YouTube, anything like that, or just like to make a GFX for fun. And yeah, I thought this would be really helpful because a lot of people like don't know how to make a GFX, or they can't because they don't have a computer, or they just have like it's easier on mobile, because I know before I knew how to make GFX, I made one on mobile, and yeah, so it's pretty easy. And this was also requested when I asked like which type of what kind of GFX tutorials you guys wanted, and yeah, this is the most requested one, so I'm going to do it. So let's get right into the video. Okay, and one thing before you start to watch the video, I just want to say in advance that there's like a really loud fan noise in the back of some of the clips, and it's really annoying. I don't know if like it's annoying to you, or you'll even hear it, but like it's really annoying. It's just my computer fan, and it does that every single time. So yeah. So you're going to start off in Roblox, and there's two ways to do this. So you can use Bloxburg, which I think it has better lighting in my opinion, and I just think it looks better. But a lot of people don't have Bloxburg, so if you don't have Bloxburg, an alternative to that is Tiger Photoshoot, which pretty much works the same. And yeah, it works really good too. So I'm going to be showing how to use both of these. First, I'm going to do Bloxburg, then Tiger Photoshoot. So if you want to skip to the part where I do Tiger Photoshoot, I'm going to put the timestamp in the description box or the pinned comment. Okay, so now I'm in Bloxburg, and you're just going to go ahead, start off in like a blank spot on your plot or an empty plot, and what you're going to do is build 3 walls. So it doesn't really matter the size at all, just try to not make it too big because that will use a lot of your money. But you're going to build 3 walls, and then you're going to also build flooring, just like I'm doing on the screen. And don't build a 4th wall because that will block off the lighting. Then you're just going to color each wall and the flooring this bright neon green, and just do the same for all the walls and the flooring. And then once you're done with that, you're also going to need to add some lighting, like a source of lighting. So just go on lighting, and the one that you should use is called Overtop Ceiling Lamp, and I find it really good because it's really bright, and it depends what size you have, like of how many you're going to put. If you have a bigger room, you want to put bigger or like more lighting. And yeah, so I just have a pretty small room, so I just did a really just like one ceiling lamp, and then you're gonna go over to the room, and as you can see, it looks really bright with this light, and if it's not bright enough, you can just add more. So you're gonna just stand there, and then you can go in like poses or an emote or something, or you can just like stay standing. You don't really need to do a pose, but you're just going to do one of these poses and then take a screenshot of you, and I'll be back when I'm done with that. Okay, so you're probably here if you do not have Bloxburg, which is totally fine because you can use Tiger Photoshoot, which also works really well. So, yeah, you're just gonna click on the game. It's literally just called Tiger Photoshoot, and yeah, that's all. So you just join the game, and then you're spawn right here, and all you need to do is just like follow the path and go up these stairs. It doesn't really matter what side you go up, but once you get there, there's a door that says enter. And you're just going to go through it and down the stairs, and then to your right there's a green screen door, and you're just going to go in there. But also before you do that, you can go over here. If you go this way to the left side, there is a room called clothes and makeup, so you can go in here if you don't like your avatar outfit, and there's tons of different clothes to choose from, and there's also a makeup one. Then you're going to go out after if you changed your clothes or makeup, and you can go to the green screen room, and you're just going to find a spot that nobody else is already standing in, and then you're basically just going to take a screenshot, and you can like just keep it how you're standing, or you can use one of these poses on the side. I decided to use the hands on hip pose, and then yeah, you're just going to take a screenshot. Then after you do that, you can click on the photo in the corner of your screen, and then you can kind of crop it, so you can crop out all of the buttons from the game. And yeah, that's basically it. So now I'm in Photos, which you can't really see because it's kind of cutting off my iPad because my iPad's a weird shape. But anyways, you're going to just go into Photos and click Edit on the picture and then crop it so that all the like stuff from the game isn't in it. So it's just a green screen and your character, and it doesn't really matter what size it is, just to make sure none of the weird stuff is in it. So then you're going to do that and then just press Save. Next, you're going to be needing a background for your GFX. So I just like to go on Pinterest, or you can just go on Safari or Google or whatever you want and just find a background. So I just looked up aesthetic backgrounds, and then I scroll down and just keep looking until I find one that I like. So once you find one that you like, you're just going to click the 3 little dots at the top and then click Download Image, and it will save to your photos. Okay, so this next part is going to be a little confusing, but just bear with me. So you're going to be needing iMovie, which is kind of unusual, but you'll understand once we do it. So you're going to go into iMovie and then just create a new movie. And this is how we like remove the green screen and add the background. So you're just going to add your background, and don't add the GFX, but just add your background. So you're going to notice that the picture moves, which is kind of annoying. So you just click on your clip and then click Ken Burns enabled, and it will change to Ken Burns disabled, so it won't move around all weird. Then you can also click on your clip, and if you click on like the little preview part at the top, you can move it around to whichever part of the background you want to see. And then when you're done with that, you're going to go to Media, click on Moments, and then just find your GFX with the green screen background. And then once you do that, you're going to click on it and then click the 3 dots and then click green screen or green or blue screen. And it will take a minute to load, but then it's just going to load and take away the green background, and it will just have your background that you found. And it actually looks really, really cute like that. And there, okay, so then you're going to take a screenshot of it. So just do a screenshot of it, and then you're going to just crop it, like crop out all the parts from iMovie and just how you like it, and then save that to your photos. So the next app that you're going to be needing is called PixArt. So here's what it looks like, and you're just going to go into it. It is probably going to take a minute to load. So once the app loads, there's going to be a little plus at the bottom. You're just going to click that. And then once you click that, it will show your camera roll and the different photos. So you're just going to choose the photo with the GFX with the background. And you can add all sorts of different effects and stuff, like any that you want. And so there's a bunch of different things. So if you click on the little FX thing, there's different effects. What I recommend using is the paper ones, because there's like cool stencil ones that make it look like grainy and stuff. And I think those look really cool. And there's tons of different filters that you can add that are kind of like unique and different than a lot of the filters I see normally. Yeah, you can use those. Then another thing that you can do to like add cool things to it is you can click on stickers. And on stickers, there's all sorts of different overlays and stuff that you can use. You can search up different things like butterflies, sparkles, hearts, like anything, really anything at all. And yeah, but there's like not all of them are free, because PixArt has like this premium gold thing. So if you see like little ones with like a crown on it, then that means that you have to pay for them. You have to have the premium thing. So yeah, like that thing. So if don't use those ones because you'll have to pay for them. So yeah, but most of them are free. So that's pretty cool anyways. So one of the last things I like to add that I recommend doing is called brushes. So it's at the bottom, and it just says brushes. And you can add all these kind of like overlays that you can kind of draw over your picture, and I think that it looks really cool. So I like using these little heart ones, these little sparkle ones, and then also one of my favorite ones to use is this little camera flare one, and I think that looks really cool. So that's all I'm going to add to it. So at the top you click next, and then you just do save and download photo, and yeah, that's pretty much all that you do. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe down below and turn those post notifications on so you never miss when I post a new video or do a live stream or something like that. Also, like this video, and yeah, I hope this helped you guys. So bye, my little cherries.